people come in. So welcome, guys, to the 100th volume of the Simul, and we have a special guest and a special edition, and we have Ruslan Ponomarev, a former world champion. He'll be answering questions to you guys, and make sure that you join the stream to ask the questions, and he'll be able to answer them as soon as we see the questions. So I'll be actually able to join you instead of basically asking people to join the stream as well. And I'll see the people, and I think you can accept everybody.
Okay, yeah, welcome everyone. I just a little bit like surprised, like we just started already. I can see 18 people in the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Mickey, you will help me a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm not so familiar. I can see there is both like
yeah.
we can start or we can still
No, we still.
accept. I think if we accept, we can. If we start, we couldn't accept more, no? Or it's just
No, we can go as much as we want to
Okay.
do. Yeah.
okay.
So there's no limit. Okay. So one thing is I want to make sure that we don't have people I invited in person that they miss out because they were not on the dot 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So, but they're gonna be joining it. And let's give them like maybe 3 minutes, and then we'll just accept everybody.
Okay.
So
I can scroll that you can see.
yeah, I can
some
scroll.
of your like familiar.
Yeah, I can
nicknames.
scroll to yeah. Mm-hmm.
I guess it's just
Yeah.
visit. I don't know.
It's not the real bit, I'll assure you. So I'd invite Super Grandmasters to play. Yeah, how to join. You can join. I'll share you with you guys the Simul. So all right, join this Simul. This Simul.
I'm not so sure how it will go. So many people already.
Yeah, how many people?
I'm just pressing everyone, but
okay, hold on. If you scroll up and see, if you see the join button, you can see a number. How many? What was the number?
I can see start 24. I don't know.
Oh, okay, 24 people then. Are you comfortable with 24? Is that good
start
enough?
26?
26. Okay, start 26, and then people that are not here will be left out. Start with 26, and we'll go from there.
Okay,
and,
so I guess
yeah.
one more.
Yeah.
27. I mean, we can do if start 29. Okay,
yeah,
we are starting.
yeah, we can do. Yep. Just press the join start button. Yep.
Okay. Good luck, everyone.
Definitely.
I have more time, but if the boards go automatically,
yeah. Basically, there should be a green button that says auto switch.
Green button auto switch.
Yeah, it says red now. But
okay.
Yeah, click that to green. So just make a move, and it'll just do the next game. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, this is better. Otherwise,
that'll be hard.
It would be nightmare for me.
Definitely, yeah. So make sure that you ask your questions here on this stream, and every 10 minutes we'll answer the questions.
Okay, maybe you can help me if you see something interesting. You can read me. Meanwhile, at least I'm trying to do my first move.
Yep.
E4 on each board.
Exactly. See how they react to the E4 move.
I'm trying to simplify a little bit for myself.
That's good.
If everyone will play the same, instead of 29 games, I will have one game.
Exactly, yeah.
I will try to play some fast move. Okay.
Then join the Ruslan Simul.
So many Caracan. I remember, Matthew, you like to play some French.
Yes.
More French today. More Caracan, Sicilian, some E5.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately, to tell you, Ruslan, a lot of people in my club play the Karakan.
okay.
If you don't like it, it's too bad.
No, I mean it's fine. I also played Karakan myself recently on
Hmm.
chess Olympiad in
Yeah,
Budapest. Scandinavian. This is
yeah. I think
already.
I know who that is.
I'm Scandinavian. Okay, some Pirts as well. Pirts I also played myself as a small kid in childhood. Okay, Karakan. What we will do against Karakan? I have different options. I don't know what to do. Usually I play e5 recently. Maybe I should just play for my e5. To be honest, I do lots of simuls like in person, but this
Not
kind of
online.
online simul uh, still kind of new
Hmm.
experience for me.
Definitely, but hopefully a good one.
Well, definitely we will have some uh, fun. I will try to do the best. Like if someone plays really good and wins the game or makes a draw,
Hmm.
what what can I do? Some opponents already offers a draw, but why so early? I don't know. We
Yeah,
just
well,
started to have fun. I mean,
yeah.
I can accept draw to have less games, but let's keep some fun.
No, don't do that.
I mean, usually, uh, I remember just some stories,
Hmm.
like uh, especially when I play against some small kids.
Hmm.
Like I don't know, I can feel like on kids there is lots of pressure from their own parents, and
Yeah.
sometimes like if some kid beat in the sim or makes a draw, like parents think, oh, like my kid is such a genius, and they force him to continue, like go to chess club to study chess. But maybe kid just, I don't know, likes to play chess just to have fun, but he still don't know exactly if it's going to be like the main things that he wants to do in life. But because of this pressure from parents, I don't know, he start to hate a little bit. So at least I'm trying to do not like to make uh, accept draws, because maybe parents will don't understand and think, my kid is a genius. At least, okay, if someone makes a draw or wants a game and did it in a good way, at least, okay, you deserve it, you did. And if your parents like press you a little bit too much, uh, you have some kind of uh, talent for chess. But if you just by accidentally, I don't know, like you maybe sometimes you play against like someone in the simul, and uh, by some blunder, because my focus also not so good on each game, or maybe something like happened and you score some points, and I don't know, like I don't want like just by accident that look your parents will try like to force you to play chess. I don't know, just try to enjoy the process, etc. So far, everywhere is theoretical moves. I can see another player offered me a draw already. Two, uh, two guys offered a draw. But okay, it's not so many moves. We still try to play a little bit. There is time increment,
Yes,
so I probably couldn't lose on time, but couldn't win on time either.
that's
so
true.
we need to play now. E5.
Just yeah,
Interesting. This
just
don't know this theory at all. Something really new. Like usually you play a6 and then e5. Now I have b5. Square. Available. Maybe I can give check because you didn't play. I don't know.
Yep, it's 4 minutes of the question time, so it's really early in the games.
Lots of Karakans.
Yeah.
Lots of
So
Karakans.
please remember, guys, to ask your questions. And if you're watching the stream, if you get value, eventually you can like the video. It helps me a lot. But if you don't have any questions, you can just play the games, or you can just watch and observe this really, really cool Simul.
I guess people also focused to beat me and have
Exactly.
10 minutes. I
Exactly.
mean, maybe someone didn't join the Simul to play. I'm sorry, like if
Mhm.
I pressed all buttons, like it
Yeah.
was 29 already person,
Exactly.
and I
That's
didn't want
just
like 29 people waited.
no, because the more people you have, the longer people
It
will
looks
wait.
like 3 wins. Like
Yeah,
some people decided like to abandon or what. I don't understand how I
maybe
won over.
disconnecting. There's
Mm.
a lot of
If
reasons
you
there.
disconnect, you couldn't reconnect. Ah,
Maybe there's a problem with that. I don't know,
because I can't understand
but
how
that
I already
happens.
won three games.
Yeah, definitely. Hello, Mr. Chess Streamer. Question time in 2 minutes. And I'll tell you when this question time starts. We have a lot of questions here.
Ooh,
That's why I have
more
question time.
distraction. More distraction.
Oh, oh, be
But
stunned.
okay. Bishop d6. Wow, this position. Usually you put first pawns and then behind the pawns your pieces. I know, but not on h2. He is not really attacking. Interesting. What we can do? I don't know. If I don't know what to do, just develop pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. What's the best way to develop pieces? Usually I like to develop first knights. Maybe knight bd2, knight c4, my thought here. Try to attack. But bishop is still like not so good here. Maybe rook e1, e5. Or rook e1. Okay, maybe knight bd2 was my first instinct. I would play this move. What's happening here? This theory. Somehow black is not developed. But I need to use this. Well, maybe sometimes they play e5, e6. I think I had some game against Bariev. Okay, maybe e5, my instinct. Another theoretical position. So h6 a little bit slow. Okay, maybe typical plan: knight bd2, knight b3.
Okay, before after this move, you can stop for question time.
Okay, you can maybe. I don't really see
I'll ask you
question.
questions.
Maybe you
Okay.
can ask me.
Okay. All
Meanwhile,
right. All right. So now we'll do the question time, and I'll tell you the questions the people ask. Okay. So you can still play the Simul, but I'll ask the questions. So one person says, "What do you have 1,100 rapid rating and 2,800 bullets or blitz? What is it?"
here
Yeah,
what
in League
100.
Chess. In League Chess, yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not really playing lots of games. Only chess, to be honest. What
Mm-hmm.
usually I like to do is to solve puzzles, especially sometimes I need like to travel. I'm in the airplane, and what I like function about uh, lichess, like
Hmm.
even if you don't have internet, you actually can make 50 puzzles, and this is, I
Okay.
think, very great way of training. What I usually play, it's like 3+1, 3+2. This is like time control. I'm a little bit like often old fashioned. I'm not really uh,
Hmm.
like to play for rating like
Hmm.
3-0 or 1 minute,
Yeah.
like to flag my opponent. It's more for me like about training some uh openings.
Hmm.
But what I don't like sometimes, like even like games like friendly games that I play, like then actually there is like a tool uh, nowadays that everyone can see. And I actually remember I played in Spanish league for some teams,
Hmm.
and I was really surprised. Like I played one game, some Sicilian nether, and
Hmm.
my opponent looks like very well prepared. And then he told me like, "Ah, but you played this kind of blitz games or chess." But I thought it's just friendly. I was practicing,
Hmm.
so I realized I need to be a little bit careful with uh, all of this. And it was funny. I remember like when uh, Непомнящий against Dinkleren played, and
Hmm.
this was some, if you remember this Nimco, some kind of crazy opening idea,
Uh-huh.
and some people like find out, but this was some unknown new created
Yeah.
nicknames, and they start to guess, this was Rapport, and this was probably Dinkleren. It was so funny. Uh,
Yeah.
I, I guess this is one of the reasons when why there is not so many games I'm playing like recently.
Yeah.
I also personally prefer more like if I have opportunity to play in person. I don't
Hmm.
know. It's for me still like, I mean, there is like online and offline chess, and online chess
Yeah.
more and more tournaments, but still like kind of by tradition like offline chess, like more
Hmm.
like prestigious. If like you say I'm in offline, like in the real tournaments have this rating, I
Yeah.
think it's more valuable when you say I have this rating li- on
In person, yeah, over the board.
on Lichess or other, I
Yeah,
don't know,
definitely.
Chess.com, ICC, or or whatever. I don't know. I also like World Championship would be this year in New
Yes.
York, and I guess it's like more prizes, more like prestige to
Prestige,
play
yeah. Hmm.
all of this, and usually like playing players like trying to do their best. Of course, playing online chess helps for some
Hmm.
abilities, but there is still some kind of like uh, difference I can notice. Like for example, all this kind of pre moves
Yeah.
in the like over the board chess kind of not possible. Okay, I need to focus what I should do
Yeah, on
now.
that board.
Uh, well, I hope at least I answered this question where I
I
have
think you answered
a
it quick.
little,
That's very
a
good. Yeah,
little.
yeah. Thank you for the question. And you can make your move in this board, and I'll ask you more questions next.
I'm thinking on G2 he attacking me, or maybe I can sacrifice it somehow. Maybe I will sacrifice. I don't know.
All right. So next question is by YouTuber Eclipse. What was the feeling you had once you became a world champion?
I, I mean, it's great feeling. Like if you can read interviews of all young players, of all young uh, talents, when someone asks, "So what's your dream? What's your goal?" Like everyone asks, "I want to be world chess champion."
Hmm.
So I probably was the same. Like people, I was young as a grandmaster at in some moment like with 14 years. Now nowadays it's not enough to be younger with 14. You should be like 12 years old or something. Like I received this kind of question, and then suddenly winning world chess championship, like
Hmm.
in it's great feeling, but at the same moment was kind of feeling, uh, I don't know, like a little bit unexpected.
Ah, I see.
Let's say so. Like you have a goal and suddenly you achieved it. Of course, I mean, I want to play chess. I'm not like Robert Fischer who like
No.
so played even nowadays. I'm 41 and maybe I'm not like really uh fighting in
Hmm.
some even uh candidates tournaments. I'm not saying about like world championship match, but still like I don't know, I like to play chess. I like the feeling of making some progress, improving.
Hmm.
I don't know, like there is achievement and also the way how you uh, achieve a little bit. And so when like I won world chess championship, it was a little bit also for some moment for me. Some people maybe will wonder why my results went a little bit like down. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's still now I can say more like calmly, like it's still like lots of pressure, like psychological.
Yeah, definitely.
You are not like prepared, especially in younger age.
Definitely, yeah.
And for example, nowadays I can like some people like Magnus Carlsen, they manage to work with this kind of stress. But for example, Nick Liren, I know
Hmm.
still like like poor guy, like still like struggling with
Oh
all
yeah,
this pressure.
the
I don't know
pressure, yeah.
if
So,
Gukish will win the match. I I'm also like wondering how Gukish would feel. Maybe it would be so much pressure on him. It's not so easy.
yeah, there's one question besides like a sideways, like what between the two of the people between Gukesh and Ding Liren, who's your favorite to win this match?
I don't know. I'm not like really. Neither of them is my like friend or I I played against Gukish in
Hmm.
Isle of Man
Hmm.
actually last year.
Okay.
Was the FIDE Grand Prix. We even stayed in the same hotel. I remember. I remember we go like each day uh, for the round. Sometimes it's rainy
Hmm.
on Isle of Man.
Yeah.
One day I remember he was like very like shoot and he was so wet. I don't know. You know, really and he was
Definitely.
kind of struggling in this tournament. He made draw with me with white, which probably not so huge like achievement. But I mean, he looks like nice guy, like with some kind of disgusted. Declaren also, I played against him
Oh,
uh,
okay.
many many times. I just remember how we started to play and how he did progress. I remember in some moment I was kind of play against him and he was okay like to make a draw like or anything. But in some moment I don't know something changed. Maybe I became weaker and he became stronger. And like I'm playing and he just like outplaying me,
Hmm.
calculating like lines a little bit deeper, keeping like tension, and I lost few games to
Hmm.
him. Like I really like feel wow, this guy really improved a lot. Like, but of course, lots of time happened uh, after this.
Hmm.
I don't know. I would definitely check the games. It's interesting how both of them are prepared. What kind of new ideas,
Hmm.
but I'm not really like working with any one of them. Maybe usually I like kind of feel like okay, everyone in Clearance says like underdog. So I don't know, like always for the weakest player, I have some kind of. more like sympathy. Let's say, like I wish, like okay, at least that there is would be like more like fight and everything. Okay, he didn't want to take on G2 here.
Hmm. So he
I
probably thought it was a trap.
interesting.
Yeah.
But okay, I actually he played c6. Actually, I thought he will take on g2, maybe rook g1, king h3, and I will jump knight d5 or knight b5. But now he didn't do this. Maybe now I should just castle bishop h3. A little bit annoying, but
Hmm.
maybe not so bad. I don't know. Maybe I can just play knight e1, then I threaten b6 h5. I don't know.
Yeah.
Castle still have good development, more pieces develop. I
Hmm.
guess this is like to play with queen. It's nice for the blitz, but now I have more time.
Yeah.
Okay, here
This.
h6. And once again, all black pieces not developed. Maybe I can try to use somehow my advantage in development. Maybe just knight c3 to
Hmm.
push d5. I don't know. Knight e3, knight c4 sometimes also idea.
So yeah, I have another question here from the Lee Chess chat from the guy that's named Vidit. So it says, "How did it feel for you to become the first undisputed world champion in your country, Ukraine?"
Sorry, I
The,
don't understand.
how did it feel for you to become your country's first undisputed world champion?
Undisputable.
Like
What does that mean?
basically, there's no question you're the world champion in your country.
I don't know.
So how does it feel
It's I
being the
guess it's
first one?
more it's a little bit strange question. I don't know.
So
Usually in Ukraine we have uh, Ukrainian championship every
hmm.
year.
Okay.
So like who wins Ukrainian championship? It doesn't matter what's your rating. This
Yeah.
is the best
Hmm.
player. I
But
remember.
yeah.
I think maybe in 2011, maybe 2012. I don't remember exactly. I played match against Nakamura in St. Louis, and
Hmm.
this was really a good training for me. I returned back to Ukraine. I had Ukrainian championship, and I won with 1 point ahead of everyone. And this was one of the strongest. Like basically, like everyone was playing, and was like really good achievement. I think in some moment even ELO was one of the highest in the history. Like I became maybe number 6 on the rating list.
Hmm.
But but to be honest, it's very difficult to play all this championship. And this is only once when I won this championship. Later I played. Once I shared first, second, but on the tiebreak, we didn't really play like tiebreak, like some Armageddon or anything,
Hmm.
just some Buchholz, and I was only second. Okay, maybe still not so bad result,
Yeah.
but officially I was Ukrainian champion
Hmm.
only once. So one of the goal, of course, I would be happy to have more like titles, but nowadays
Yeah.
situation in Ukraine kind of uh, complicated, let's say, because of war. Okay, there is some championship uh,
Hmm. Yeah.
organized, but maybe if in the chat people will guess the name of the current Ukrainian champion, maybe people will didn't know. You can guess.
Hmm.
He is not even from the first top 10
I
players.
see.
But okay, I know him. We actually played in some kids championship under 10,
Mm.
under 12.
Yeah.
I mean, some there is like championships like people still like playing, but of
Hmm.
course it's difficult to organize uh, really good championship. Like for example, Igor Kovalenko, who is by ELO number 1. Okay, he is not playing. He became inactive. You couldn't find him in the ELO list, but he's just in military service. and he's just fighting in the trenches. So sometimes maybe he played title Tuesday, but he couldn't really play so much chess.
Yeah, I have a
So I hope when the war will be over
yeah.
and we can have really nice Ukraine championship with everyone.
Yeah, I have a Spanish speaking question from a Spanish speaker viewer, so you can answer it in Spanish. ¿Tienen cuenta en chess.com?
Sí, tengo una cuenta, pero estoy jugando más como torneos organizados como, no sé, un circuito rápido, no sé, bastante curioso, que incluido juega Magnus Carlsen, Nakamura, primero una sistema suiza, luego, no sé, depende de tu puesto repartiendo por las divisiones. Esto sí estuvo jugando. Quizá próximo año también voy a jugar más. No sé, un poco nombre raro, pero en la database puedes encontrar mis partidas que estuve jugando en chess.com también. Matthew, do you understand a little bit
Yeah,
Spanish?
I do. I do
Since
know
it
plenty of
was
Spanish.
a
Yeah.
question in Spanish, I tried to answer in Spanish.
Yeah, this
So
is
basically,
muy
yeah,
bien.
I have account on
Yeah, and
chess.com. In some
chess.com.
moment, I stopped uh, playing totally on chess.com. Even like deleted my account, but then
Oh, okay.
I only for this kind of like tournaments, official
Ah, I see.
tournaments. I have yeah this account.
Yeah. So I'm not bilingual, but I know my second one and a half language. I know how to speak Spanish and understand like Spanish, but not as best as you, not as good as you. So, but there's English questions for everybody to listen to and understand. Is like, how do you like? What's the best way to teach chess to little kids, little kids?
A difficult question. What's the best?
Those questions.
I'm father myself,
Yeah.
and I have a son who is now 8 years old, and he started. Maybe he was when he was 7. He had more interest for chess, and I just remember I tried like to teach him some basic rules, like even how to move a knight. And I don't know. I'm spending like one day. It's still like kind of looks like he don't really understand. He makes some mistake. And then I have one friend who came to visit us at home, who has lots of experience like teaching chess. And I know just in 30 minutes, like he explained, I was sitting and he explained like so nicely that even I understand how the knight moves. So I
Yeah.
guess there is you also have some kind of talent. I also guess with kids you need to have lots of uh, lots of uh, patience because the brain of adults and the brain of kids works a little bit like differently. I guess most important like try to keep interest in what you're like teaching and not like to like worry about quickest results, etc.
Definitely.
I don't know personally. I mean I do some chess classes, chess lessons, but I'm not like teaching uh, people who just
Mm-hmm.
beginners. Let's say. I also think it's not very like efficient, not very like productive. Maybe some parents like think, okay, like I will like hire this guy and my son will become like will learn one secret. No, I mean there is like some basics that you can learn with other coaches who has more experience about
Mm-hmm.
how to work with kids. And for example, I'm working already at least for people who's like international master who like maybe struggling how to improve, maybe more like specific, more like professional secrets I can explain.
Yeah, there's another
But
question.
in general, I would say like you need like patience and you need lots of free time with chess. Like if you dedicate little time uh, to chess, it's difficult to expect high results. But even like with little time, it's also about how you use your time, how efficiently you do this. Okay.
So there's another question I have for you, and the question is, what is the best advice given to you in chess?
Best advice to me.
Yep, in chess.
I don't know actually. It's not like I think was my problem. Like I didn't really. I mean, I worked with really with many like coaches, uh, but like some parts. I mean, we are definitely working lots of on some openings, end games, like middle games, analyzing, checking. Was really like useful. But what I'm really like missing was maybe I don't know for some like even like psychological things like
Mm-hmm.
how sometimes you win, but sometimes you also lose. How you deal with all this situation and nowadays, for example, there is like lots of interesting books you can read, like people sharing more and more. But this is what personally, in my time, I think I was a little bit like missing uh, somehow. And most of the things, like I mean, not most of the things, but many things, like I learned later myself about like psychological things. I learned from my own mistakes,
Mm-hmm.
from my experience, and this kind of things definitely, I think uh, I could learn if someone like advised me who had like more experience with this. It would be really helped me with in my progress, in my improvement to avoid mistakes, to avoid losses that I receive. But okay, this is I guess life. This is a way of learning the things
Mm-hmm.
as well.
Yeah. Let's see other questions. Okay.
Okay, knight g4. Yeah, finally bishop d6 doing something. I was thinking it was maybe he would waste time. But now he's doing. Okay, I don't want to give up this pawn. Should I play g3 or should I play h3?
Okay.
Okay, maybe h3 natural.
Okay. This is a one question. What is your greatest weakness in chess?
Sorry,
What is your greatest weakness in chess?
my greatest weakness in chess.
This full disclosure.
I mean, I'm to achieve some high level. You couldn't really have like huge weakness. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, you are tend to be good in some areas
Mm-hmm.
of chess and in some not so good. But I mean, you can check any players on first like top 50, top 100, even like they don't really have such a huge weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
But because I mean, if you if you like really weak in something, then you will lose lots of games. So you try to. I guess what I feel I should work more. Like I'm a little bit lazy. Like I I personally play more by intuition. Don't really calculate very like forced lines like some. I like to play by logic, by some strategical ideas. So I'm trying to. That's why on leeches I try to do more like puzzles, like especially before the tournaments, like at least not to feel so weak when I need like to calculate variations. But I feel like when I analyze the games with my opponents, like after the games, like they showed me, and I calculate this, and I'm looking like sometimes. I said, I don't know, I didn't even calculate so many
Hmm.
lines. I just played this move because I have feeling that I should put the piece here, and this is like basically sometimes like was improvement by even like engine or something that I don't know, without calculation this move
Hmm.
is kind of okay, but definitely there is some position where you need to be not so lazy and calculate more like concretely, and this is I try to remind myself.
All right, I'll look at for the next question, and then you can still continue on. Okay, this is one is like a, is there any tournaments you recommend to play in Europe?
Any tournament, I mean depends, you mean open tournaments?
Chess tournaments in general.
I I I
Even
mean,
the.
depends what's your goals, why you want to
Hmm.
come to play in the tournaments. I mean, there is lots of tournaments. Usually, I would say my kind of approach, like I when I decide to play some tournaments, like I try to check where is the place of these tournaments. Well, as a grandmaster, of course, I can also receive some uh, conditions to play in the tournaments. But I guess our approach still, I'm trying to like to think. Okay, I go for some tournaments. So when everyone plays good, then everyone, then people like say, ah, what's a nice like place, la la la. But what
Hmm.
happened if you didn't play really good? Like people start to complain. So I'm
Hmm.
trying like to figure out like before the tournament. Okay, I couldn't like win all my games. I couldn't play. I of course I will try, but it's not like guarantee at all. So at least I'm thinking, okay, at least maybe place will be nice, etc. And so if I'm not playing well, at least I will enjoy experience to be like there in this place, like to visit new countries or something. So this is probably I would like recommend if you want to play in Europe, just maybe check a little bit like the place where it's organized. So if you didn't like play well, at least you would say, "Oh, I have nice really time. I visit new place. I visit new like people. I tried new cuisine. I learned new culture." Because I mean, this is nice things about chess in general, like why probably I like to play chess, not only to move pieces but all this way of experience that we have. Okay, in this position should I take the knight or not? Maybe I will try.
Yeah, I'll be back. I need to use the bathroom again. I'll be back, and I'll ask you questions.
Here I have only 6 moves. I spent already 30 minutes. Wow. Okay. uh Maybe I can take. Hmm. Interesting. Knight d4. Like I can e takes d6, open the rook, but bishop d6 maybe he will make quickly development. I think still e takes d6 should be played. Okay, still in some games I have only 9 moves.
Yeah, sometimes people don't.
I tried to do multitasking, but as you can see, guys, multitasking, answer plane, not so
Hmm.
easy. At least I won already 5 games. Some people will probably
Had to wait. Yeah, for sure.
it's Sunday. Maybe some people still need to prepare to go for
Hmm.
work on Monday or something. But okay.
Hmm. So another question is: will he be competing in the upcoming tournament? If so, which one?
Well, yes, quite soon it would be European Individual Championship. I think also I don't know, maybe 20 first top 20 will qualify for the World Chess Cup, and this would be in Montenegro. Uh,
Hmm.
so I think it starts 7th of November, quite
Hmm.
soon already. And yeah, recently I also played Olympiad in Budapest. I also played in Poland in some Polish league for
Hmm.
Katowice team. We were third. Actually, in the Europe, quite lots of tournaments. Some people played now European Club Cup. Novy Bor from Czech Republic won once again. But for me, it was a little bit like too much, too many already tournaments. I
Hmm.
want to have some break before individual European Championship.
Hmm.
I'm still thinking to go to World Rapid and Blitz in New York, but
Hmm.
I have some problems. Like I don't, I need to receive visa. In general, it's not so difficult. Like I remember, uh, I went I was in US in Las Vegas in St. Louis, and it's not so. As a chess player, I didn't have any kind of problems to have a visa, but
Hmm.
for some reasons now in Spain, like lots of people wants to apply for visa, and like I need to go for some kind of interview in Madrid because embassy in Madrid, and it's only available starting from 25th of March 2025, basically. When the championship will be like over. After all, like it's been funny. I don't know.
Hmm.
So, I and I need like to still like to think about uh, European Championship uh, individual. I have also other chess activities, some plans in Sevilla, in Tenerife. Maybe I will play some Czech league before this. So it's kind of difficult, like to find this like solutions. Like when it was announced in New York, it sounds like a really nice idea, really nice like place. I never been in New York, but I don't know, just all these technical things. Maybe other time then I will visit. Last year it was Uzbekistan in Samarkand in
Hmm.
Asia, a little bit far away, but at least I didn't need to do any papers to do visa. I guess still someone always can. Since it's world championship, it's difficult like to make everyone like happy. But at least I guess more people from North America, from US, can play in New York. Like last year, I remember Nakamura didn't play, but this year, I guess for sure, since it's New York, he will not miss it.
Mm-hmm. Another question is, when did you become a GM? What age to become a GM?
I was 14 years old and 17 days. I just remember days because at that moment it was the record, like to be the youngest.
Ah, very good.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
personally, I think you should not really think about all this kind of records
Mm-hmm.
and everything, but because it's lots of pressure on when you are young in such age. But for me, it was very like useful because to have like I know some kind of let's say scholarship, some help with coaches, with even to go for the tournaments, like to pay this. This is definitely like helps. But if you don't have this kind of like financial problems, I guess in chess
Mm-hmm.
you should not. You should have patience, not think about like short term achievement like I want now, just think about something big and
Mm-hmm.
try to progress and thinking about like improvement in general, not just short term results. But I understand sometimes like yeah why people want to achieve this records basically like for maybe uh, some kind of sponsorship contract uh, or other things. But of course, even after this, you still like have lots of things like to learn to think. I remember on chess Olympiad there was one young guy, 10 years old, Faustina Orov. I think
Mm-hmm.
everyone talks with him like, the youngest who achieved I don't know 2,300. I don't know. For me, it still like sounds okay. 2,300. You still like have lots of way like lots of way go like forward, lots of things to improve. But so poor guy, like so much pressure on him already, like to feel like a star in such age. Like for me, it would be personally also like distraction, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest.
Yeah.
And I don't know, in 10 years old, I think it just your brain not really like prepared to all this kind of like pressure. I guess it's nice if you have some parents, some adults who can help you, who can deal with. I also don't know. He was on chess Olympiad, and I remember they decided, okay, he is not playing, but let's make him the youngest captain of
Oh,
chess
okay.
Olympiad. So he was. I remember we play. Ukraine played against Argentina, and he was captain of Argentina. He was like seated, like where captains usually sit the whole game. I don't know, maybe
Mm-hmm.
reading something. But I was thinking, so when he goes to school, let's say, when he learns like I don't know some kind of like basic things like I don't know some mathematics, how to
Mm-hmm.
write, how to read. I guess in 10 years, of course, you can already read and write, but still, of course, you can learn deeper. I don't know. It's just basic school, but you basically still like to spend. Someone says to learn something, you need to spend 10,000
Hours. Yeah.
hours. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, I can understand since he spent lots of time on chess, he has lots of handicap compared with other kids because other kids still didn't spend this 10,000 hours. They spent much less. So that's why he's like achieving a lot in chess. Of course, I mean he has some abilities, but how much time you spend it's also very important. But since you spend this time for chess and you didn't spend this time for other things that I guess you still need to learn in life. I know how to communicate with people, how to socialize. I don't know, even how to in some moment, I don't know, you are a kid, your parents gave you like, I don't know, 10 US dollars, and how
Yeah.
you will spend them. you will spend them in one day to buy candy, so maybe you will buy chess book or whatever.
Hmm.
What, this is still like basic things, but I guess how you can learn them with the time, with some experience, you can't really rush. That's it.
Hmm. So next question is, what other hobbies do you have other than the chess?
Uh, I mean, I have two kids. I
Yeah.
like to do some cycling. I like to do yoga. I don't know. I like to read. I like to learn sometimes, like
Hmm.
to cook as well. Even went to some courses, but it's difficult to find time for everything, uh, especially when you have like family.
Hmm.
But I don't know. For me, it would be nice like try to learn each year at least one new things,
Hmm.
something new.
That's a good thing. Another question is, does he get a rhythm for a sequence of the 29 boards after this Italian, I'll do this, or basically the Najdorf, you get this, basically, etc., etc. Do you have a rhythm between each opening you face against?
I don't know. I just see position and try to figure out what to play. But I guess it's still not so easy because nowadays, like people know the theory kind of well. You have all available information. Like you can have databases, many videos, many chess courses.
Mm-hmm.
So I have really like sometimes like for example I'm looking this position. Of course, definitely I studied it, but since it's so many boards, it's still like not so easy like to remember what I should do here. Sometimes I try to play by my intuition as well. I don't know. He wants to take on d5. I can sacrifice this pawn, but I don't really want to sacrifice this pawn.
Yeah, that's the question.
Mm.
Should you? Maybe.
But
No.
queen a5, he probably will play rook c8, attacking on c2. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then knight on c4. Then we will probably exchange
Mm-hmm.
the queens. But okay, I guess I like to play without queens. Uh, and I don't like to calculate so much. I don't know.
And
I will
yeah,
do
next
something.
Yeah, next question is, when you play a game of chess, is your mindset always to win regardless of your opponent, or does it depend on your mood?
I mean, uh, of course, we play chess to win, I guess, but we want to win the tournament.
Hmm.
So I am also saying, okay, I don't need to win every game. So it's more, and it's kind of, I guess, I don't know, impossible maybe to win every game. You
Hmm.
play white, you play black. I don't know. Uh, Sometimes, of course, it's happened. Like now, I remember it was U.S. Championship, and there is like special prize, like Bobby Fischer. If you win all games,
Hmm.
you
Yeah,
get the additional
the Fisher try, yeah, the
64,000,
Fisher prize. Yeah.
which is kind of nice. But I mean, you can check how many championship already played, and still no one managed like to claim this.
Hmm.
And in other tournaments, at least there is no like special prize to win all games. So I also say when I play, you want to win, but chess is two players are playing, and it depends on your opponent. And normal results would be a draw if both players are playing good. So in some moment, I was kind of like feeling okay. I played lower rated opponent, etc. I need to not to lose ELO. I need to play like sharp to win.
Yeah.
But mean play sharp to win, maybe sometimes to play like not good moves, very risky moves. And I was a little bit like punished sometimes even for such such play. I don't know. I try to change my attitude, my mind. I'm I'm just trying to play my best, and if opponent also do their best, what you can do? Result draw is a fine result, and I guess in chess it's also about like stability. Like you want to play as many good games as is possible, like as many good moves, and then you will see how it will go.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
So I have another Spanish
here I don't
question.
know if I made mistake or something. I thought knight f3. I'm stopping the mate, but maybe he would play queen f4, queen h6 is threat. I don't know. Maybe queen f4 I can play queen d2, queen g4, queen g5. Yeah, should be like knight f3. Maybe he will play queen d5. But no, this should be not attack. No, uh, somehow at least rook e1, king f1. I should escape. I know other way to play g3 and queen f3. So like he basically don't have many pieces in attack. Yeah. I'm trying like to play and explain a way of my thinking that you
Yeah,
guys
that's good. Yeah,
will learn. I guess you can see the chessboard, so who
yeah, we can
follows the
see it.
streams.
Definitely. And for now, I have a Spanish-speaking question for the Spanish-speaking audience. It's like okay, so si pudieras jugar un match ahora entra por Mario que ganó el campeonato de FIDE en 2002. ¿Podrías vencerlo?
Jugar ahora, pero ahora estoy jugando la simultánea, no entiendo bien qué significa jugar ahora. Estamos jugando ahora. A ver, si alguien quiere entrar, yo creo que es un poco tarde, que ya estamos pasando muchas partidas. Yo me casi gastaba una hora a hablar y pensar, no sé, pero en otro momento, igual que ya veremos, no sé. Hay que encontrar tiempo libre, en principio. No sé si he entendido bien ya la pregunta. I think someone wanted to play, Matthew. I don't really understand the question.
Maybe he wanted to play, but
I'm
he
just
maybe
like saying we already like
they've already
in the
started.
middle of Simul.
Exactly. It's,
I even don't know how to accept like
yeah,
new
this is
new
too
like
late for them. Yeah,
games,
exactly.
but I mean
hmm
uh, definitely
hmm
we will find some time
Yeah,
uh,
and
to
there's
do.
another
I mean, life continues. I'm not planning like to stop chess and so on.
definitely. Yeah. So this is one question. Is what's your least favorite opening to play against? What's your least favorite
I
opening to
don't know.
play
I'm not
against?
really worried about some openings to play. Of course, opening high important, but I wouldn't say. I mean, depends on situation. If you need to win and your opponent plays something super solid, maybe you are not uh, very like happy with it. But at the same moment, I don't know. You, I remember I was studied some situation when in must-win situation, like especially like world championship matches, like Karpov, Kasparov, if you remember, was
Definitely.
Sevilla, 1987. Like
hmm
Kasparov lost uh, a game and he needed to win on demand, and just interesting the way how he did this. There is many situation you can find when some strong player should win on demand, especially like all this knockout championship. Like even Magnus sometimes need to win on demand. Ventures like I remember last time was in Baku, he won, but he was very close to elimination. He lost to Vincent Keimer first game with black, and I needed to win with white. I
hmm
mean, maybe the opening was not very like favorite, but okay, you continue to play and through to try to do some interesting things.
hmm The clarification from the Spanish-speaking question is like, if you can replay the 2002 world champion, FIDE world champion, and you play against your younger self, how do you think you'd perform against him yourself? Pretty much, the the younger version.
Now, I mean, I now of course I play much better
You
than I
better now.
played before. I know myself all weakness. I will
Okay.
probably just
Yeah.
crash the previous one. I mean,
Hmm.
this is normal for everyone, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
You are like improving. Other things like people will say, okay, you are improving, so why you're not world champion now? But I guess all other players also improving as well.
Hmm.
So it's about like improving a little bit like faster than other improving as well. I don't know. Learning new things, not stopping
Hmm.
from learning all the time.
Very good. So this one is for someone who wants to improve in chess. Is there one book or course that you recommend? What would you recommend for essentially to all players?
I mean, any book, any course are good. It's like about if you are going to buy it and then like to keep it on the shelves, the book, and not
Hmm.
reading it, this is not really helpful.
No,
I mean,
no.
just start with a small one, and but really like read it. I mean, there is. Uh, I mean, maybe some books a little bit like better than other one. It's matter of taste, but nowadays, to be honest, there is lots of very quality material. Like when I studied to play to learn, I didn't have such opportunities at all. Like I was looking, if you remember, there was some chess informant or something like
Oh yeah,
from
definitely.
from Yugoslavia. Okay, now
Hmm.
it's Serbia, and basically like it was much slower. Nowadays, like some games played analyzed already. You can check yourself with ancient. It's
Hmm.
about time if you have time, if you can dedicate, because for some people really like difficult to find a time, and some people maybe I don't know, maybe like more to play than to learn. But if you just only play, not like learning anything from what you play, then you repeat the same mistakes again and again. I don't know, it's nice to have some kind of friends who with whom you like
Hmm.
studying together. Even like for myself, I would say, like go for cycling. Weather not nice. Wake up in the morning. Maybe better to stay in the
Hmm.
bed.
Definitely.
But if you have some kind of like friend with whom you already make plans, so you wake up, he wake up, and you motivate each other. Maybe similar with chess. Maybe you planning something, you not feel in the mood, but if you go to chess club, you meet still some people and first step difficult, but then you kind of okay. I did something nice. Oh, today I learned something. I feel good. Not wasted time. Let's say.
Hmm. That's very true. So, yeah, the next question is, uh, how do you feel your recent performance in Chef's Olympiad was? Would you be happy with it or not really?
I mean, uh, my individual results or the team of Ukraine overall. Okay, about my individual results, I I wouldn't say it was bad results. After all, I don't know. Even I gained maybe few ELO points, so it's more or less what I expect. I just started really well, but then I lost one game to Sindarov from Uzbekistan, and I didn't win the last game uh, against Indic with white, where I had very big advantage, like computer social something maybe +2. So definitely it could be much better, but in the same moment, like I understood my weaknesses where I could like struggle, etc. So I don't know. And it could be better result, but it wouldn't like I wouldn't call it disaster either. I can see nice things that I have lots of things like still to improve, which is like nice, I guess. About the performance of Ukrainian team. Well, I mean, we were like by ELO starting list only number 15, and we finished okay 16. Of
Hmm.
course, in our history, we were like two times Olympic champions. We were also uh, lots of time medalists. But this time it's even like was achievement go for Olympiad like to find chess players because Ukraine in the war and like to find even like enough players to play
Hmm.
was not so easy. Like for example, Igor Kovalenko couldn't like go to play, and I mean even with such team we played kind of decently. We beat US in the
Hmm.
first round, I think 2.5, 1.5. Okay, someone would say, we were lucky, but because Wesley saw some kind of like blunder it against Vasily Ivanchuk. But
Hmm.
then, even, I mean, of course, you need to be a bit lucky, but first of all, US team much higher rated. They were number one. Okay, second were number India. They were kind of similar by ELO rating. And even like match how it goes. I mean, first board, Andrei Valakitin lost to Caruana. Of course, Caruana is strong, and one of the problem of Andrei Valakitin, he really likes to think a lot, and he ends up in some time troubles. And this is what happened to him. But in general, his position was really good. If you analyze with computers would say that Andrei was even with black much better than
Hmm.
Caruana, but he was really short on time, and that's why he. I mean, of course, it's not like I wouldn't call it like luck. It's just his weakness, and Caruana used it. But other boards, like okay, Vasily won by some kind of luck, but just one round before, by the same unluck, I remember, blundered a whole piece when we played against Australia, and he lost game. So I would say he was unlucky in that game, and maybe some kind of like I know Kaisa decided return this luck to him in the next game. And
Hmm.
Korobov against Robson with White, he was much better from the beginning, the whole game, I think. And okay, my game against Dominion, I was black. It was complicated game. In some moment, I was lost. I was worse, but he was very short on time. In some moment, he needed to make decision with 4 minutes on the clock to reach. I don't know. He maybe still need to make like 15 moves to reach time control. He didn't
Hmm.
find it. Was really difficult to find. I don't know. So I wouldn't say that in this concrete match, US was somehow looking better than us. We just created our chances and it's worked for us.
Hmm.
Let's see.
I see. Okay, so next question. I'll look for it. Hold on. Okay, this is this is a funny one. Does playing this many people, make you nervous at all?
I mean, we are not playing for some kind of, I don't know, uh, special, let's see, uh, prize money or anything. Of course, I'm trying to do my best, but first of all, I guess we are trying, first of all, to have some fun. And
Hmm.
of course, it's kind of like goal to me. I try to be best. Here, I have feeling like, for example, I misplayed something, and I don't like my position at all. To be honest,
Yeah.
something like my I just castle at that on F1. he actually played very classical. Like I attack on the flank, he attack me in the center. But okay, I would not feel very nervous. I mean, if something not goes, good lesson for me as well. But okay, no, I would try still like to think what I can do my best here. What kind of chances I can create. I don't want like those. Okay, maybe bishop b3. But I will keep fighting. Still, I have more time. I would say it's not easy to play, of course, many games. Like I already forgot what happened on another boards. Difficult to focus, but as advantage I have white in each game, and I have a little bit more time. Well, much more time, but we I need to answer also questions. So,
Hmm. All right, so look at the next question. It's the same person, but different question. And he asked, "Who coached you while you're trying to go to become a GM?"
who coached me?
Yeah, who coached you to become a
I mean,
become?
I was going to chess club in Kramatorsk
Mm-hmm.
in Ukraine chess school, and there was different coaches. In general, I would say uh, try to learn from different people, and was nice that we have chess club. Also, not only coaches but lots of chess young players, chess talents. And it's nice like to work to learn a little bit, like to share ideas with each other, with everyone. I don't know. I sometimes I like compare. It's like was like in US there is Silicon Valley,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and let's say was like our startup of chess. Like you have idea, some other has idea. You always like share, and it was kind of just always nice chess uh, atmosphere. Everyone learned from each other. So I wouldn't say like uh, only mention like one coach. I have feel like it was thanks like my improvement working as many uh, different coaches as is possible. It was
Mm-hmm.
even like spending like few hours with someone like was always like valuable experience for me.
Mm-hmm.
Even I don't know. Maybe the most title was Gennady Kuzmin. He was grandmaster. He has experience to work like a coach a lot, but even like some people who I would say the name people will say, who is this guy? He's just I know 2,300, but he, for example, played the whole life Karakan,
Mm,
and
yeah.
he has some kind of experience and just to play some training games, etc. was very useful. Okay, here I'm pulling down, but I will try to play for some, I know, development to do faster. Somehow I thought I would have some kind of tactics, but maybe I once again, since it's lots of games, I miscalculate
Yeah.
something. It's not so easy as it looks. Maybe I will end up in the bad position without pawn.
Yeah.
But okay, we will. So far, should be some compensation, but time is going, and I have more games to do, so I need to decide really quickly what to do here.
So there's one more question I have in the chat so far, and I'll read it once I go to it. Okay, this is the one. So, all right. The question is, let me hold on. Okay, this is one. What advice do you give to players who hope to become a title player one day?
I would say, like I told before, just don't think about something like short term achievement. Think about something like big.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like don't think like I want like this and now. Think like
Mm-hmm.
be like patience. Don't like feel like badly if something not happened in short term. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think if you constantly continue to keep going. Eventually,
Hmm.
you will be learning on the way of doing things. You learn some stuff. You will get this experience. It will be like useful,
Hmm.
and and it,
But
and
yeah,
it will work.
definitely. So basically, it's you can't grow a flower in a day, no matter how hard you try, how good a planter you are.
Yeah,
So you have to make it grow, water it, and you have time to consistently
I
grow
mean,
for the goal.
it's not very like everything goes like smoothly.
No, not at all.
It's like I like it would be nice like to see I you read all the time like for me it seems like to have psychological like to have like small progress like even like to gain a little bit of well like feels like okay we can progress but sometimes it's happen like okay something happened and you don't understand why it's like not something working and then you start like to analyze to think how to improve. I remember I was reading interview in UNCHES, this guy from India, Erihashi,
Oh
Arjun
yeah.
Erihashi.
Mhm.
Nowadays, of course, everyone say, such a brilliant mind. Like
Mhm.
uh, now he reached 2,800. But I don't know, it's interesting. He was telling how he was like struggling, like before
Mhm.
how I mean you can even like open just database see the games how he played badly in Vaikanze maybe he scored something like -5 and like people asking so why no one invited him okay he was honest with everyone he said okay my elo was not very good and my result was not very good but then I took some break I don't know he said I went to some course to do some yoga, and this has
Mhm.
changes my mind, and now I feel like I'm progressing. So I don't know, it's kind of nice to feel for me like okay, it's not I'm the only one who's struggling, but also the way how you working with all these like struggles, etc.
Mhm. So it's a similar question that we had before, but it's the same guy, but a different way to word it. This person says, as a question, what would you say to somebody who's trying to become a grandmaster? What would it be if you say something? What would it be if you had to say something to a person that wants to become a grandmaster?
I don't know. Don't think about like obsessed with grandmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember now I played in Polish league, and we had one guy who played on the fourth board,
Mm-hmm.
young guy,
Yeah.
and he needs only last norm to become grandmaster. So I don't know. We just tried to calm him a little bit, like because also he playing for the team. Just saying, okay, keep playing, don't worry. Like, and I guess first, if you play good, eventually you will achieve this norm. And because I mean when you play chess game most important to make good moves I guess
Mm-hmm.
and how thinking about norms can help you you need to think okay about like position of your king height of your pieces calculate lines
Definitely.
etc
Yeah.
I mean it's not so easy but what you can do
Yeah.
I don't know.
Definitely. So let's see the questions. Okay, we have this is one. Who is your favorite player other than yourself, and what is what you like about their playing style
Who is my favorite player
and the playing style that is attached to that player they like?
I don't know sometimes I I it's I sometimes I would say I like to check some players. Probably usually from first top 10 players. Like nowadays, like especially if someone like talking about one guy, like uh it's different. It's definitely interesting to check how he's playing, how his uh, approaches. But I usually do it like just to think how what I can learn from him, what I can adapt for myself,
Mm-hmm.
because I couldn't really like copy exactly everything. There is maybe could be some different circumstances, but still like interesting. Like I don't know. In I I would say it's about like period. At some moment maybe it was Nakamura, in some maybe Jan Nepomniachtchi, in some moment maybe Duda, in some moment Magnus Carlsen. Maybe recently was I was checking Indian guys
Mm-hmm.
because I mean their success on chess Olympiad, like.
Mm-hmm.
But in all times, of course, I checked always like chess books. Like it's nice to see games with the comments, how people like analyze what they thinking, what's the or like mistakes, etc. Just like I'm telling, don't try to learn just from one guy. Why you should limit yourself in
Mm-hmm.
general?
Very good. So that's for now the end of the questions. So you can, if you want to, you can explain your thought process now for the games that you play.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
Finally.
My opponents have 10 minutes, but I can see here my opponent has 9 minutes 11, so he spent only 1 minute, and I spent already more than 1 hour. I don't know. I should probably play some faster, but I couldn't really play
Yeah.
faster. Well, I tried to play good moves
Mm-hmm.
to win by position, not by time. Here, I think I have some extra piece. I hope I could win just normally by positions.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. It's always like changing. Now it was absolutely another structures. I need to be careful about maybe some of e5. Now I'm thinking.
Yeah. One
Mm.
question came in. What's the toughest position that you have the Samuel right now? Do you think?
Mm. Well, right now this position looks
Not this one.
really tough. I'm trying like calculate queen e2, e5, bishop g6, h6, g6, knight e5, knight e5, queen e5. The problem queen f. I don't know how I'm going to stop e5. I'm starting to panic a little bit, like mm, because I cautiously exchange on f6. I could before take on g6 and not have all these kind of problems, but now suddenly I have all these problems without much reason. Maybe I should just take on g6 here and think later. I don't know what we can do. My opponent offered a draw. Here actually I also didn't like, but okay, I don't want like to accept a draw, even despite of like my position. I don't know. We are playing, guys. We're having fun.
Mm-hmm. We keep the questions coming, but in the
Maybe when
meantime,
I will be really short on time, when I have like
yeah,
10
just
minutes,
yeah,
then
you can skip the questions for now.
I will be
Yeah,
say, okay, let's make a draw. I don't will lose
yeah.
time.
So the guy that asked the question, who was the toughest position, he's saying, "Yay, that's my position." So you make me
Ah,
happy.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Uh, So here's position. I told him already what I don't like.
Oh, you're doing it now.
He, of course, he's doing that now. Okay, okay.
Thank you
He's
for
very
the
tricky.
hints.
He's very tricky.
Yeah,
This is not nice, guys.
yeah,
I thought I would answer some spectator,
yeah.
and now
Spectators,
you're
but the
not
people are
really like
playing.
playing, but you're like it's
Yeah,
like playing against computer and checking what
yeah.
computer is thinking. Huh?
You're playing against yourself. You think about.
What can I do here? Now I don't want to say what I'm thinking because the
Mm-hmm.
guy is listening.
Yeah.
But I still have the same problem. as I had before with this move e5. I know g3 so horrible as well now. Maybe I should not. Maybe my last move was mistake. Okay, how not to lose immediately? Here, the question. For black, for white. I don't know. Rook f1 looks passive, but at least it's not losing immediately. I don't know. I don't like this move at all, but what we can do. What? I blundered a pawn. What? Oh, yeah, looks like I blundered a pawn. My opponent prepared something. Rook d5, queen c6. No, I guess. This is what I didn't see. Okay. Queen a4, b5. I guess I still will have some compensation. This is kind of typical. Sometimes you sacrifice
Material, yeah.
material. You have some open position. Some two bishops. What? He only? Ah, okay. I don't know. In some other position, we already have much more moves.
Yeah.
Okay, here looks my opponent blundered a pawn on c6, if I'm not mistaken. Finally, some mistake from my opponent. Blunder. Okay, now I need to not to blunder bishop h2. Well, this is I still can see. I was thinking about rook d1, but maybe also queen g5. Just to grab a pawn, at least. Pawn is a pawn. Maybe rook d1 also nice move. I don't know. But pawn is also nice. Okay, maybe I like pawns. Okay. Strange. He didn't want to exchange the queens. I think I have more chances for attack, but I also can exchange if I want. I just don't know if I go. Usually I like to exchange pieces.
Yeah.
But this is good. Sometimes to think why to exchange something. I guess still not so bad exchange. I don't know. I have little time. I want to play simpler a little bit. Maybe
So-
King G2 Rook H1 is how I need to do. I have extra pieces. Knight b6 I would like to play probably here.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Tricky my opponent. Knight c6, knight d7.
Yeah.
Attacking my pawn.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he knows something. Okay, but should be fine still for me because I have nice pieces developed. Maybe now b5 square could be big for him. Maybe I can develop bishop f4, c4. Maybe c4 immediately. Okay. I want to play simple. I would exchange queens again. Here, position very close. Sorry. Only one flank. Okay. I don't think I would castle long. I would probably still castle short. Interesting. Rook a6, protection, everything.
What are you doing? No.
So here I should not repeat the same mistakes like I did before. E takes up c6. Okay, so this is nice. Now probably I would take here. One Karakana I was already like struggling a lot. Here my opponent very creative, huh? Looking some ideas. h5. Nice move by the way. But okay, I think I still can stop it somehow. Okay, I will probably take here. Just should I take really, or maybe knight c4? No need to rush. Interesting. Here I want to capture somehow his queen, but maybe it's not so easy. Well, maybe we first take here and then we will see. Pawn on h2 attacking. Okay, maybe still queen b3 is possible. Counter-attacking. No, but he takes king h1, c5, maybe too many.
So one more question is: do you have any favorite opponent in chess?
I don't know. Probably you can check by statistic against whom I play better, against whom I play worse. This would be like easiest
To find out.
answer, like favorite. But I mean, even if you play against someone really good, doesn't mean that next game you also will play good. It's still like challenging. Of course,
Yeah.
it's like psychological. You have kind of advantage, but doesn't mean anything. I remember like Magnus Carlsen against Nakamura like had very big plus score, but once he lost in Bilbao with white, was very like surprising result. But okay, what you can do?
Mm-hmm.
You need to be still, I guess, careful, respect your opponent. And also, I had some opponents against whom I didn't play so well, and I also tried to understand. They think they will crush me once again. So I'm still like trying not to think about like previous results, like just focus to make good moves. And maybe if he is going to be very optimistic, then I will have my chances.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Of course, there is some reason why he beats me before, but I guess in chess you still need to make good moves. This is the most important things. I'm kind of trying to calm myself. Okay, if I play good moves, why he should beat me again? Let's say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Another question from Blaze says, "What is your favorite tournament?"
Recently, I like more actually some tournaments that not to be very long, like if it's rapid tournament, blitz tournaments, like 2 3 days, or sometimes like going for weekend to play for some teams. I don't know. I like to spend more time with my family, and I also with time with an age. Like uh, for me, not so easy to keep playing long tournament really well the whole tournament, but I'm trying to do my best. Like I played Budapest, I played in Poland league, and league like in Poland I played 8 games without like resting, 8
Mm-hmm.
rounds. I don't know, kind of was decent, especially in Budapest and in Poland. I played more games with black, also kind of
Mm.
sometimes more challenging. But okay, for me maybe it's also kind of I'm I'm solid player. Maybe that's why coaches in the team tournament they say, okay, you play higher boards, more blacks, and we will give to other players to play more white. Maybe this tactics not so bad when I
Mm-hmm.
play.
Okay. Another question is, if your student has roughly $100 to spend on anything for chess, what would you suggest? Books, chessable, coaching, or something else?
100.
$100 for them to spend for chess.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't think in chess. Like loot chess, you can play for free. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't. I'm kind of person like who. I mean, it's not like about money. I'm just trying to be like rational about my spendings, not to be like emotional. Like if I'm spending on something, then I really took my time like to think, and so I need it. I mean, probably you know yourself better. You are thinking about something like just don't buy some advice. Like
Mm-hmm.
try to think yourself. In that, it's your own money. How you want to spend it, you earn it somehow,
Mm-hmm.
some way. I mean, if you decide to spend on chess books, if you think it's good for you, why not? Maybe you want to, I don't know, to play some tournaments, and you need also some expenses. You can keep some savings. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's all up to you. But I mean, in chess is not such a sport like if you are limited on resources. I guess you still can play. It's not about like only money, money, money. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This is what probably I like about like chess. I guess it's of course it's nice like to have good like good coaches to have more like funds to feel more more calmly, to have some
Mm-hmm.
financial stability.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're struggling in the beginning, doesn't mean like you can't achieve something. Maybe on the contrary, like some people are like hungry, and some people like are a little bit like lazy. Like
Mm, definitely.
I don't know. I would. I think you need to have some kind of like balance, but money not like everything. You mentioned like I don't know uh, for the world chess match chess preparation, you have unlimited like funds how you will spend it. But even if you have unlimited funds, doesn't mean that you are going to win the match. I don't know. I guess when Carlson, when Nepomniachtchi now in India for preparation, they can. I have feeling they have kind of like almost unlimited funds
Mm-hmm.
to they can hire any kind of like chess coach. Well, of course, maybe not everyone agrees like to help. This is another question, but they
Mm-hmm.
can like I know rent uh, very fast like computer or engine,
Yeah,
but it still doesn't guarantee you that you will going to win.
definitely. So somebody did some research and says he found a specific person based on statistics who'd be possibly your favorite opponent, Elianov. He won against him 17 times. He drew 10 times and lost 2 times against him.
Uh, Maybe I know, but
Is
I mean,
it?
we are both Ukrainians. I mean, it's maybe somehow my style not very comfortable for him. I don't know what's the reason.
Mm-hmm.
But in life, I remember I met him. He was in Budapest, not playing but coaching national
Mm-hmm.
women's Georgian team,
Oh, okay.
and I know we had really nice time chatting, talking, and, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is some players probably someone can check whom against whom I have the worst possible chess results.
See the worst
Probably
results of the way.
I I don't know. I remember like by memory against Levon Aronian or against Anand, I had
Mm.
very poor result. But for example, when I played Vladimir Kramnik, I know maybe I won 4 games, I lost 4 games, so kind of decent fight. But
Mm-hmm.
against Aronian or Anand, I couldn't win even like single game.
Did you
But at
play?
least I don't know. I remember I played last time against Anand with
Mm-hmm.
black, or I played against last time against Aronian with black, and I made a draw. I was fighting. Kind of
Yeah.
was happy. Doesn't mean like I'm going to lose all games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a question for
I'm trying to
myself.
control it.
Yeah, I have a question for myself to you. Have you played ever Kasparov in a Reddit game?
Yeah, I played Kaspar. Not so many games, but
Okay. How were the
uh,
results though in the
I
games?
lost 2 times and I drew 2 times. It was classical games,
Mm-hmm.
and we played in rapid tournament also. Was
Mm-hmm.
match Russia against World in Moscow.
Ah, I see.
And I remember some accident I had. I came really late for the
Mm.
game, but I managed like somehow to trick him to make a draw. Was kind
Yeah,
of happy psychologically about this. Okay, I'm not losing all the time as black, but
I see.
definitely against Kasparov was difficult to play for everyone. But okay. Unfortunately, I didn't have so many opportunities to play against him.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Nowadays, of course, I mean, he's not really playing much. He's not very active. I hear him struggling a lot this position. I don't know.
Mm.
What should I do? Like, looks like I need to sacrifice exchange, like to keep. Yeah, this is. It looks very, very bad for me. Maybe I would try to put my best defense as possible and hope that my opponent somehow didn't convert. I know. I'm actually I feeling like I know what how to play. Like I'm talking. I'm going to lose some games on time.
Okay, so maybe I can take a
I
break
don't
from
know
that.
what to do. But
That's a part of the challenge.
we also plan to do 2 hours, but it takes long. But okay, I could
Yeah,
still say no, like
yeah, it's
problem.
past the time. Maybe in a sense, it may be it gets faster or maybe slower if you answer questions and you play.
I mean, I do my best, but I find out
Yeah,
that's my
it's
best.
for it's for the
That's,
fun. Yeah.
this is also true. Okay,
Hmm.
so here I somehow I mean f7 on b6, but now actually he 95 played this beast and double defense on everything.
I got
But
more.
okay,
Yeah, I have a good
maybe rook
research
d1.
from somebody who did the research that for the worst record you have, people found somebody found that you had a worst record against Ironian or Anand.
Okay, this is what I'm telling Aronian or Anand exactly.
Yeah,
This is,
so
but
that's
at
what
least
your
like
member said
last
to you.
game against Anand, we played Bundesliga.
Yeah.
I mean, he already, of course, was not very active chess player. And I remember in some moment I was even better with black,
Hmm.
but I was like so happy, like against Anand. I played for the team. I don't know. This is my was my problem psychological. Like I am better, but since I lost too many times before to him, like I was already happy just with the draw. I missed the opportunity to put him lots of problems in these games.
Hmm.
And against an Aronian in Isle of Man, I was losing in some moment,
Mm.
but then I managed somehow. He made one mistake on move 40 in time trouble to make
Mm.
time code, and then somehow I started like to find each move like defending.
Hmm.
Actually, he missed with just with one move. He missed advantage, but I mean, I also was like looking all the
Hmm.
time like for my best. Interesting here. We played only 10 moves. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
But
a
maybe
early game.
a little bit strange. How it could be so slow, but at the same moment, it's so many games. Okay, pawn on h3 is attacked. I don't defend it.
So I'll be slower in asking questions, so I'll not be rapid fire. There, and have you slow down, lose your train of thought.
Sorry, another more questions. So I'm
Yeah,
thinking
I have more
about
questions, but I'll be slower
so
to
many
ask them.
questions, guys.
They want to ask the questions because
Maybe
it's
this is
rare.
tactics.
Yeah,
Ask
tactics.
questions. Keep
Yeah,
playing good moves.
distract them. It's
This
team
is
effort.
double challenging to me. Like
Exactly.
playing,
Play it.
playing, answering. But
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. So, uh, I think that one question is it's a short one. It's what is the most exciting world championship match you ever expected in your life?
I mean, I didn't really expect in person. I didn't really
Online,
attend in
maybe.
person. But online, I usually I try to follow the games. One match even was commenting. It was Carlson Caruana. I know
Mm-hmm.
maybe one of the interesting games like I remember was Anand Kramnik. I really like it. Like was
Mm-hmm.
was really Anand one kind of convincing, but also the style how he played. I mean, it's my own personal taste. Some people maybe would like another matches for other reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I mean, it's two players, and it's also depends. Sometimes there is lots of fight, and sometimes maybe there is not so much fight, and people not really going like to play only like spectacular games. First of all, they want to win the match. Like they go first of all to win the games. Okay, he give me a pawn on d5. I don't know why. This is was I think not really necessary sacrifice, but I will take it just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here I have one extra knight, but my opponent not don't want to resign. And this is takes some attention from other games. Here I want to trap somehow his queen, but it's not so easy. Okay. I still keep going. Pawn. This Karakan actually interesting. Huh? I play different here, but
Mm-hmm.
looks like black position is still kind of okay even here. I don't know. Now it's more like French. This is probably you would like
Oh
this
yeah,
kind of
me.
stuff.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
in the
know.
Prussian.
Complicated fight, to be honest. Now I
Yeah.
have some problem with b4 pawn. Maybe I can just play c3, knight d4, bishop on c1.
Mhm.
Somehow bishop on d7, still some kind of problems he has. Okay, here I blundered a pawn before, and I'm trying to find some compensation for it. I don't know. One guy from US I played, Red Earth Street 29.
Yeah.
Maybe do you know him from
No,
chess
I
club?
don't. I don't
No.
know. Maybe he's somebody, but I don't know who would it be if it's
So
like.
far, I don't know. It's interesting how maybe it was still like theory. Now I feel like he's slowly outplaying me, but okay. I think I have still some company, but he wants to play me f5. I don't know. I like to play with extra material, not without material. I guess it's still compensation, but
Yeah, two
not so
bishops.
easy with when you play so many games in the
Mm-hmm.
same moment.
Yeah.
Here, I also looks like absolutely win, but of course I need to play moves. Can I take on a6 a pawn here? Why not?
I'll be back.
Okay. Opponent offers a draw. I don't know, guys. I feel I have short time. Okay, I accept draw, but how accept it? Okay, I just want to have a little bit less boards and to keep more attention on other games. Okay, I think I'm winning some material. So he created lots of weaknesses for no reason. How we can use it? Okay, maybe. Knight f5, bishop f3, 96. Maybe it takes d6, create some pass movement. He opponent also for a draw. I don't know, actually, I think I'm already could be better. But once again, I'm very short on time. I think I'm not, I don't know how many games. I will probably accept it. He also played kind of good before. I think my position was better. But final, I think I'm okay with. I need to be careful not to blunder some kind of mate, but I think his knight on d8 not doing much. Queen g5. Maybe just play h4 to stop him. Your position very close. I don't know. My only chance to break him with f5. Maybe knight on e3 is good. Here I want to do something like... Again, here, there, people start for lots of zeros. Okay,
Okay.
I started to accept 3 draws now
Oh, really?
because
Except stress? Okay.
I feel stressed a little bit, like my time advantage totally disappear and I want to focus on other
Okay.
games.
Yeah, I see.
I don't know. Now I don't want to blunder knight h4. Maybe my move king g2 was actually mistake before, but okay. Mm, maybe I just go back. Okay, here I'm winning. I think take rook a7. No, here if you offer me a draw, no, that doesn't mean I will
Not one.
accept. Why I no. Here I was totally safe.
They got the wrong idea. Any droppers I accept.
No,
No, not today.
not. I mean, I was much better the whole game. Okay, maybe here I can take some pawns. I need to look for some control. Queen g4. I don't know. Queen g4. My king a little bit vulnerable here. This is bother me a little bit. But it's time to take some material already. Maybe rook b6. Okay, bishop doesn't do much. He can take maybe some pawn already. Pawn is a pawn. Here I wanted to win his queen, and how I'm doing this? Still not understand. Take. A point of redraw. No, guys. Not in each position. Here I'm much better. Okay, I think I... Maybe rook d1 or rook c1. Maybe rook d1. Why not? Somehow I need to bring my queen and mate him. Knight f4. Wow. Okay, of course I will not take it. Does he threaten me something on d3? Does he want to play queen g4, queen h3? Yes. So maybe time to play queen d1 first. Or queen f1. Queen f1 actually I like. And then I want to take him. This queen f1 looks good. Somehow it's very slow. I want to play f5, but not say that play 5. Knight maybe goes. Hmm. I H4, Queen G6, Knight E7. Maybe finally I trap. No, I'm not working yet.
A spoiler.
H4, Queen G3, Rook C3. Disaster. Okay. Rook 8, Rook A2. Ay, ay, ay. Still so many resources my opponent found. Once again, need to be careful. Okay, Queen E2 maybe to protect. Again, offer a draw, but I have a piece.
Mm-hmm.
I think in other positions. On A2, I blundered. I thought I needed a pawn for free. No.
Mm-hmm. A poison pawn.
Well, I'm still okay, but I'm just exchanged so many pieces for nothing. I thought I was winning a pawn.
Mm-hmm.
How many games left? I can see we played 15, no?
Yeah. So
We started
basically,
with 29.
yeah. So the remaining 14 games.
Ooh.
Oh no, 13 games. You won against one, so 13.
Okay.
So then, yeah, more than halfway.
Usually in offline chess, I recommend like 20, like maximum 25 boards. But okay, we play without clocks,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes usually like 3 hours around.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, I thought in online we have clock, it will finish uh, faster, but I guess we didn't really count that we have increment. But okay,
Mm-hmm.
I hope most important that everyone enjoyed the event.
Yeah. So somebody was asking you how are you enjoying playing a Simul, I guess this way.
I mean, I like to feel like, you know, sometimes like my son goes to school and like they are so, what's your dad doing? And someone said he works in the police or he's like a dentist or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and my son like said, so what's your dad doing? Like it's a bit difficult like, to say. So what? Play chess? What? He's a gambler or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is like when once I took him to chess tournament with me, not so far away, maybe 200
Mhm.
kilometers
Yeah.
in Spain, and he saw how I'm playing. He became interested about chess, and he started like to learn a bit like himself. I don't know, guys. I I just like first of all, I like to share my experience and uh, to uh, like feel like I am doing something like also that have value in life, like that people also like enjoying these things. I mean, it's not so maybe important like to find a cure from cancer, let's say, but I
Mhm.
guess in life it's not only about like go to the office,
Mhm.
uh, work, kids, and anything else. I don't know.
Yeah.
Chess, it's kind of like nice intellectual hobby can
Mhm.
be, and I'm really happy like we started Simul and so many people like join it. I mean, uh, I have some pressure on time. Unfortunately, we all have like limited
Yeah, definitely limit time.
uh, time, and definitely more people wanted like to play, but we trying to do our best with what we have with all this experience.
Mhm.
And okay, it's nice to have more feedbacks. You Matthew already did so many like simuls before,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
As I
this is
understand,
the 100th one, so you're the
you
special
what you
guest.
told me. So if someone wants to meet in person, come to Spain and maybe next summer or some tournaments. I live near Bilbao. Hope we can talk, we can chat as well.
Mhm.
This is also interesting, like Scandinavian. I thought not correct opponent, but what
Mhm.
happened? Maybe I'm even like worse here after. Okay, here I have a extra queen, but my opponent want to keep his chances. And here I'm pawn down. Here I'm not so happy myself, but okay. I'm also trying to do my best. Of course, now since I accepted some draws before, now less boards. Maybe I can play faster
Mhm.
and put some pressure
Pressure.
on my opponents.
Yeah.
I don't know. This position doesn't look like I'm putting pressure. I feel like people putting pressure on me, but okay. Here I'm
Mhm.
winning already, I guess. Here I'm extra piece. My opponent offered to draw, but I know. I think if I'm just accurate, I should be winning without much problems. Here also my opponent in some moment offered to draw, but this is just technical position. Here I also have extra queen. Should be fine. Here should be mate somehow. Should be somehow mate as well. Extra rook. Okay, I will try to convert where much better and other boards where I am struggling like to my opponents will probably have less time to think. Here opponent offered a draw. I don't know. I'm blundered a little bit. Okay, I accept this draw. I mean, I was better before, but now rook b7, rook e4 doesn't really feel. Okay, so maybe now queen c5 and just to exchange as more as possible. When you have extra material, simplification is
Mhm.
one of the way of convert your advantage.
Mhm.
Here, typical position for Italian. Mm, Here still I'm trying to prepare f5. Maybe bishop c4, d takes c4, knight c4, kind of way of trick opponent. Actually, can
Mhm.
trick myself a little bit. I think it's not very really correct to play this. My opponent offers a draw. No, no. Wait a second. Not a game. It wasn't a draw. I don't know. His piece is still not developed. Maybe I can try. I don't know. We are short on time. Why
Mhm.
not?
Yeah.
I feel sometimes you should play not maybe the best move, but also something that would be not so pleasant for your opponent.
Yeah. Just continue the game.
Yeah, exactly. And he kind of also short on time. Okay, here I think I don't want to blunder my bishop, despite that I have
Definitely
extra
not.
queen here. I have a, I think I'm winning some material with 98.
Mm-hmm.
Should be winning. Here, what happened? Okay. He played d5 actively, but sometimes it makes weakness on e5 because you can't go backward with your pawns.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, d5 also a way of making some counter. But I don't know. I don't like the queen in front of this rook, just in case. I will move it. Okay, so here I should not blunder stalemate. I guess also,
No,
but okay, I have some experience with
he'll be
my
very happy.
son's games. Like sometimes he plays and
Yeah.
kids game lots of stalemates. So usually
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling, keep going. Like maybe you
Keep
still have some chance on your level. But
definitely.
here I don't know what I should do. Here I would offer the draw, but my opponents don't offer a draw.
Wait for
So
him.
I'm just keeping playing,
Mm-hmm.
not, not to show my weakness. Here some problems with d5 pawn. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe I can take on f6 and see. I don't know. Here he wants to somehow stalemate. What's the quickest way to mate? I don't know. Just promote the pawn. I want to kill the vibe. It's like pre-move and then no. Okay, we'll just promote some pawn. G takes f6. Smart, actually, protecting pawn e5. Mm. Okay, I just think I go here. Knight g6. Okay, my opponent looks like also struggling to find some plan what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Pawn on f5 not protected. I don't know. It's kind of balanced position. I blunder with a pawn, but yeah, it's still difficult to improve position for both players. I not to blunder the queen.
Oh,
So important. Okay. I don't know. How is the best way to finish? Maybe rook b5. h5. Wow. Yeah, this is maybe punishment for me. Like a sacrifice, but bishop goes to b7. To be now he will have f5 square. This is not so nice position for me. Okay, maybe rook c1 or whatever.
for those of you who ask questions, let's wait for the end and have him finish up the games. Then I'll ask the questions because it's crunch time for Ruslan.
Question time 11 minutes.
No,
No, my
no,
opponent have 27, but okay, you can ask.
you
Guys.
sure?
Last distractions.
There's some distractions. Okay.
No, I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah.
I want to play good moves.
Yeah. I see.
I think I was much better, but now I have some troubles.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe bishop a3 just to play take. Should be some pawn. This pawn is in are very strong. Yeah, he just moving. I don't know. I don't see much plan for me. What can I do?
So yeah, the one question is, when you were coming up as a chess player, did you have a role model chess player that you followed that inspired you to become better?
I know. Recently, I really like one book by Arnold Schwarzenegger, his autobiography. Like I
Mm-hmm.
like one sentence like in the book called like he wrote, be useful. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way of his like things. Sometimes he do some speeches, I don't know, like to support Ukraine, or when
Mm-hmm.
there is was some, I don't know, riots
Ah.
in the US, like I think when Biden was winning, like he's some like he made speeches like explain like why you should like not do this kind of like violations of everything. I don't know. It's still possible to find. I think he's very like he is like a sportsman, but also like a uh, movie actor. Also was a governor of
California, yeah.
California. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Guy with lots of rich life. I don't know, interesting experience. Like
Mm-hmm.
uh, really like valuable. But I mean, there is lots of interesting other books, not only chess books. Here, finally, I'm blundered upon knight f6, knight f6. Yeah, I don't know. I'm without pawn. Maybe knight c5, knight b7. I will try to do some counter. Here I thought rook c1, knight d6, rook d1. He is pinned. We will promote somehow. Here should be made next move. Yeah, rook d8 is strong. Knight b7, rook d3. This position not looking very good to me, but we are trying. Bishop b6, bishop f2. Okay, I don't want to blunder bishop f2, but maybe I can play c5. D takes c5, rook e5 to change pawn structure. Well, he will take and then c4 maybe. Well, I have knight d2 move. I don't know. Maybe I can try. Okay, finally mate.
Yeah, so 8 more games to go.
Okay, so only 8 games. Nice.
Yes, it's progress.
Okay. Some games looks like easy, but some not at all. This is not easy game.
No.
I'm sacrificing. Okay, here looks very easy. Just I couldn't find mate immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Here not so easy. I'm pawn down, but okay, some compensation still. But his pawn piece is also not so super good.
They're everywhere.
I don't know, but it's complicated. So what I do now? Maybe I just take more pawns as possible. I thought h5 and knight g4 maybe somehow. Maybe knight g4 immediately. What he wants? Take on e4. h5, knight e7, knight g4, knight c6 will go. Maybe knight g4 immediately.
So one more question is, who is your favorite player who has never become world champion?
I don't know. I don't have favorite players. Like I don't know. Like I think it was similar question. I just study like I think like interesting players, like interesting style.
Mm-hmm.
Like some players, like I remember, not maybe highly valued, not well known, but have sometimes I see some interesting in games. Like I remember one guy in Serbia. Well, he's former Russian, like Pretke, for
Mm-hmm.
example. I don't know. Some I saw he's even not 2,700, but sometimes he has very interesting like attacking games, interesting style, interesting like to really to check to follow. I played 2 times against him. Like he has some weaknesses, of course. That's why he's not 2,700. But
Mm-hmm.
you still learn from everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here I'm just piece down for one on, but
Yeah,
we are attacking.
just.
Here I'm absolutely winning, but okay, I need to focus also on other
Yeah.
games. Here also I'm absolutely winning.
Mm-hmm.
Here I think I improved my position a lot, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm still pawn down. Here I don't know. Maybe h5 I can still win. D5. Played aggressively, but now he takes d5 and maybe take on c8, create some pass pawn. Maybe knight g5, knight f7. I don't know. The problem I'm still like piece down. Maybe knight f7, another sacrifice. Предки style. Yes, yes, yes. I remembered. And here it's more boring. Like maybe I don't know. I still like knight a5, bishop b3, some ideas. Here, my opponent don't want to resign. Here, also don't resign. Here, don't want to resign. Here, I'm better, but difficult to still to convert. This is Italian. I can lose some patience. Maybe d4 time to put. No, d4 takes d4.
Mhm.
Maybe e5.
Yeah, there's an international
Transposition.
master. Yeah, his name is Eric Rosen. He's known for doing stalemate tricks. So I think that people are inspired to be like Eric Rosen against you. Hopefully they can stalemate you somehow.
I mean, it's you keep going. Especially, I told when my son playing in the kids tournaments, it's kind
Mhm.
of often. But I guess stalemate usually in case of international muscle Rosen, because sometimes he makes pre moves. This is
Yeah.
about like online chess, not because he's like don't see. So don't guess it's wrong. He's good chess player,
Mhm.
but just sometimes like about online. Here I don't know. I'm feeling like I'm worse. E4, really nice move by my opponent. No, I try to complicate a little bit. I have more time than
Yeah.
my opponent, but it's not looking really easy. Okay, here I hoped for some tactics. Here, technically win. I don't need so much time, but okay, here I wanted to play something like knight b7. Here, okay, opponent wants to stalemate me,
Mhm.
but knight f7, nice move, keeping tension as well, my opponent. 39 seconds only. Good move, to be honest.
Mhm.
Now I'm changing pawn structure, but maybe not a good way.
Yeah, so that guy's the highest rated guy in the Simul.
Ah,
So he's tough.
nice. Fast sharp from Belgium. Wow.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe I just play rook e1. Here, I don't know. I have lots of extra material. Should not to blunder much. Okay, maybe knight c5, knight s6. Here, queen f5. I'm wondering, not to get mated. Okay, maybe knight. Time to bring knight back. And here, time to find some mate
Mhm.
in one, in two. Okay, it's three.
Mhm.
Okay. E3, yeah, good move. I don't. E3. He's outplaying me.
Oh no.
Another guy from Spain, huh? Now
Yeah,
I can
got your
see.
man.
I am blundered. I take. He takes rook d2,
Mhm.
queen b1 checks. Lots of checks. Okay. What can I do? No, looks like interesting position, short of time. Well, my opponent also short of time. I should not complain so much about time. Okay, checkmate. Okay, finally.
That's
24 games finished. Guys,
so that means you have 5 more games left.
I hope when I'm not doing so bad compared with other players who did simuls.
No, it's extra hard for you because you have a lot of questions to answer. So challenge for you. So we had a group of people that were meant to distract you, and it worked sometimes.
Well, I maybe for some questions I would like to give more like deeper answer,
Yeah.
but also we are short on time.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope you guys also learned something today, got something interesting information
Yeah.
for yourself for thinking. Yeah, this is what I don't like. Queen B1, lots of checks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this rook is not entering, but my king, it's not really pleasant to play such position
Mm-hmm.
with lots of checks. Okay,
It's
maybe
like
I
a
will bring my pieces just closer to each other
yeah.
together.
Looks like a really hard puzzle. You're gonna get checked how to get out. Checks the safest way. Safest way.
Yeah, like winning needs to be
Yeah.
careful about time.
Yeah.
What? It's already so everyone is thinking or what?
Yep.
It's not
Everything.
going.
Everybody's thinking.
First
Yeah.
time, like
First
I
time.
make a move and suddenly I don't need to make a move. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a refreshing feeling.
Here, what happened here? Okay, my knight on a6. I don't want to blunder it. Okay, here maybe. I will try to. Okay, check. It's okay. Okay, queen. Not to blunder a queen. This is. He's taking more pawns. He's taking more pawns.
Thinking
My king
yourself.
is weak. A little bit easy. Okay, I will take his pawn back. At
Yeah.
least his here I should be like easily winning, but time is going. Okay, maybe
Yeah.
just take on.
Yeah. You have 10-second increments, so you don't have to play blitz.
Okay, what's happening here? 95 surprise move because I thought he will take. Hmm. Maybe knight c5. Knight, nice maneuver. Knight b7, knight c5, knight a4. I don't like. He's outplaying me. I'm pawn down still the whole game. Here.
Again.
Okay, here I just wanted to take
And
and
win the
go.
king side, yeah, or queen side rather.
Yeah. Here the question is, yeah, my king is really weak.
The pass pawns for you.
If
That's the
he
problem.
somehow brings a rook to play, would be not nice to me, but difficult, like really, to keep everything under control. I don't like this position at all. I know, maybe queen c5. I'm very short on time. Yeah, knight is going to e4. I don't like this knight on e4. Okay, I will take. Can I play just queen h5? Maybe it's not working.
4 more games.
I think I'm going to lose this game somehow. I don't know. He will bring Queen f3. Yeah, I'm losing this. Okay. Okay,
Thankfully.
mate.
Yeah, 3
Okay,
more
here I
games.
am resign.
Okay.
I'm blundered my queen, but my opponent played really. How
Yeah.
to resign? Nice.
Hmm.
Game by my opponent. Here I'm checkmate.
One more game.
One more game. This is the last one. Oh, what? Final boss.
The final boss.
The
Exactly.
final boss.
Yep. Last one.
Okay, guys. Finally, material is equal, but position complicated. I don't know if I managed to consolidate. It's still a complicated endgame. E4, okay. E4. E4. Nice move by my opponent. F takes e4, knight e4, and knight d2 is threat. Don't like it. But he wants to take here. I see. Probably I still need to play this. Knight g3. Wow. Knight g3. So many pieces are under attack. Can he escape with this? If I just play something. I don't know. It's short on time. Don't see. Well, he's also short on time.
Hmm.
Everything hanging, no time. Seconds. Well, we have 10 seconds increment, no?
Yeah.
I'm panicking too early.
Hmm.
Maybe. So rook is under attack. If he goes, I will take the knight.
Yeah. We had a
What he's
perfect
going
amount
to
of
do?
games. No more than this.
What he's going to do? Well, I see what he can do, but I will not tell because maybe he is listening.
Hmm.
Okay, he took this. I have some material. Now I'm winning. Now I think he could somehow save it. Well, later with computer, of course, engine. Now I will just probably take pawn and I have b pawn to promote. Of course, he will take on h. But I think my b pawn is more important.
Hmm.
How to do it the best way, like technically? I don't know, maybe just this one. I need to push my pawn, b pawn, faster. Okay, knight f4, I don't want to blunder it. Maybe just king goes here. Like, rook is stronger.
Hmm.
Okay, he wants knight c3 at any cost. Maybe just this move. I can. It's easier for me to stop his pawn with a rook, especially I have. Now he blundered. Now b7 is coming. But okay, he played good. GG, I guess.
You took out the final boss. That's good.
Well, one guy from Spain whom I lost.
Yeah.
He really played interesting this. Maybe he's not a professional like this Scandinavian game.
Mhm.
Like with style. I think I would not recommend it like uh, the way he played, but for Blitz, I think he has lots of probably games with this opening. Like it's tricky.
Victory.
You
Okay,
did it.
I did it. Thank you, everyone, guys. Thank you.
So you can click on this the Simul special, the blue one on the left. You can
Where
see your
is it?
score. The one that
Here.
yeah, that one. Click this one and you
Okay.
can see your record. And yeah, 24 wins and 4 draws and 1 loss.
Okay. Well, it was. Thank you for everyone. I, I mean, you can see maybe some games that I made draw was complicated a little bit.
Mhm.
Maybe I could chances, but I decided to focus on other games to have more time. Like for example, I don't know. And why here I'm winning? I don't understand. I think something wrong.
Check.
I think here Black resigned. Or here I played Rook D1. I think here we made a draw. I'm not so sure if it was stored everything correct. But I guess most some games I think people abandoned on the first, but some we
Mhm.
had interesting games. I know what game I lost. Let's maybe to show
Yeah.
people
The,
interesting
yeah,
who
the one that has a 1 in the top of the board. So look for that one. So you see the
uh,
1 zeros for the players? Well, that has a 1 in the top of the board. That's the one
top of
that they won.
zeros
So zeros they lost. The opponent
zeros one
lost.
on the okay.
S-
Let me check.
So so
Ah, here
oh,
Angel PGN.
this
Yeah,
one. Yep, that's the game.
yeah, interesting. Like
The
in
Scandinavian
general,
game.
I would
Check.
think it's not very correct to play like this. Here
Yeah.
I was not so sure. Maybe actually theory d4 and give up pawn. And I don't know. He later he. I mean, it's like Karakan queen on g6. I mean, it's still
Mhm.
playable. Like I really like he played h5 this move. I thought he would develop, but h5 also queen on e7.
Mhm.
Probably the game was okay. h3 I didn't know what to do. I just waited c5. Computer says inaccuracy, and
Mhm.
here was I don't know a little bit strange structure. I have weaknesses. He has weaknesses. Very chaotic position.
Mhm.
Maybe I could push f3 in somehow in some moment. Didn't know. I played queen f3, but computer says queen b3 is better.
Mhm.
Maybe attacking on b7. Yeah. And I mean, I need to do something with this pawn d5. Eventually, he managed like
Check.
to win this pawn. Knight e4 inaccuracy. Interesting. Knight h3 thinks better. Ah, knight h3 on d5 is not attacking. Ah,
Mhm.
okay. This is I was this is a problem when I was not focusing.
Mhm.
Well, I was focusing, but I mean
I was asking
multitasking.
questions, probably.
No, I mean other games.
Oh yeah, other games. That's
He
true.
actually, I thought my position not so bad. Like his rook. I mean, I'm only pawn down, but I wanted to bring knight, but yeah, probably 96 was inaccuracy. E3, I just forgot this move
Yeah.
that is possible. Now on G2 is attacking. I don't know.
Check.
And yeah, this is, I don't know, looks like maybe I have some chances or something.
Mhm.
But the problem is that his king is much safer
Mhm.
and it's difficult for me. Like with such weak king, lots of weaknesses. I need to protect G2, H4 pawns. And
Yeah.
rook protects on F7. If I try to do play with the queen, but now I can't control. And someone he will go rook 8, rook b8. I
Yeah.
don't know. Queen H5 was mistake,
They like that queen d5 move.
but I guess position was okay. Okay, nice
But yeah.
played by opponents.
Yeah.
Thank you. We will check this line for the next time.
Yeah. Next time. Well,
Scandinavia with
mm,
check
yes, definitely.
and queen g6. I think somewhere I saw this, even in
Yeah.
chessable
So,
course. Or
yeah. Yeah. If you want to look the theory out, if you see if you just look at the book icon,
book icon, where is
yeah,
this?
at the bottom.
Computer analysis, what?
No, it's a theory. Opening
Theory.
theory.
Here,
Yeah,
this
that
one.
one. You can
Opening
see the
score.
opening theory. Yep. You
No.
can see the most popular moves in this one.
Actually, knight f3 was kind of okay.
Yeah,
I know
good versus,
popular not always the best, but
but most people
here I
play.
think my feeling like maybe d4 should be,
Mm-hmm.
and this is kind of very risky
Mm-hmm.
for black. Here I just some games was played in
Yeah, this one.
should be like huge compensation for white because you can see all black pieces on
Not
the
developed. Yeah.
starting rank not on develop.
Mm-hmm.
Here I think it's not. Here I had feeling like maybe I would play knight d5, but actually maybe he can go queen d7. I miscalculate. Maybe I still go for d4 compensation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you meet for the first time, probably your normal reaction would be to play something like bishop f6. Actually, not so bad move either because you
Mm-hmm.
still develop pieces d4, knight e2.
Yeah.
But black have some takes like maybe I don't know, maybe someone bishop f5 attacking on c2, but I can play d3, knight e2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Matthew, thank you
Yeah.
very much. I think
Yeah.
I will leave you.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thank you so much, and thank you for having us celebrate the Simul. And
yeah.
have a good
So
day and have a good rest of the year.
well, for me, it's already like evening,
Oh yeah.
8:45. It's kind of dark
Oh yeah, yeah.
outside.
Forgot
Maybe I don't
the
know
time
if you can
difference.
see,
Oh, it's really dark.
but in New York, I guess you can still do your time, enjoy
Yeah, it's
to be
sunny
productive.
out.
But okay, let's keep in touch. Who knows? Maybe I will
Yeah.
even be in New York in some moment.
Oh, that'd be
I
fun.
don't know if you are planning to be for the World Rapid and Blitz. I don't know on
I don't think I
Manhattan.
will.
We will see. I first I need to solve problems with visa, but
Okay,
who
yeah,
knows?
definitely. So yeah, maybe because you did this 100th edition, maybe we can do this a 200th edition, maybe 2 years down the line.
Well, we are already I don't know knew each other for
Yeah,
kind of
definitely.
a long
Long time. Yeah.
time. Like Matthew
Hmm.
started
Yeah.
activities
Hmm.
online on chess. We did some before, like tournaments was arena. This is something new, interesting
Yeah.
ideas. Okay,
All right.
so have a nice day.
Yeah. Thank you, and have a good week. I'll say. All right.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
Bye. All right. So for anybody that's watching the stream, please like this video and comment if you want to. But thank you for watching this event, and I'll make another video that is highlighting all the questions and answers that Ruslan gave to us. And I'll see you next time. And thank you for coming. Take care.